vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation. Hey, 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 I'm on vacation. If you don't like your life, then you should go and change it. Hey, 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 I'm on vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation. Hey, 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 I'm on vacation every single day.
Give me a good finish.
Every single day, every single day.
All right. So guess what? It's May 1st, which is kind of cool because I started in March, and March 15th, so got all of April, half of March, and now I'm starting May, so it's like my third month, March, April, May, man. It's pretty cool when I'm out here on the Appalachian Trail, and I got some really cool stories to tell, but beforehand, I apologize if you've been here for a while, but I'm going to catch people up a little bit. So I came out here absolutely clueless, and my trail name is Wing It, and for obvious reasons, because I'm totally winging this whole trip, and it's kind of my mentality is that you could be content in any situation regardless of circumstances, and that I've never really been in control of anything. Control is kind of just an illusion to trip me up. I just kind of follow my instincts and follow my path, and I know everything will work out because it's always has, and I've survived 100% of everything I've ever been through, and the most beautiful moments I've ever had have been spontaneous, and I've had very little to do with any of them except for being there. So certainly wasn't my plan. So in October, I moved down to a tent, and gave away all my possessions by choice in Florida. Gave away everything I owned pretty much, and walked away and moved down to a tent. And I said I would try to do 60 days. I did like 75 days, and it was an amazing experience, and I wasn't ready to give it up yet. And then that kind of led to me hiking the Appalachian Trail and making a decision to do that with no knowledge, zero experience, zero gear, zero idea of what I was getting into, and I had about a month to prepare, and I used that month scrambling to get gear and figure out the gear and transportation to get out here to the trail, and it's been a magical journey. And so here's what happened, man. As some of you guys know, like a couple videos ago, I wandered off trail and up at Big Butt Mountain, and I probably walked for 15, 18 miles, maybe 20 miles down. Didn't know where I was at, and really, really enjoyed that experience. And Miss Janet picked me up, and I went to her house, and it was a magical day following this unknown path down the mountain, knowing I was off trail, and seeing these amazing waterfalls and having this beautiful experience. And it's been an amazing few days since then. And so I did go back. So I wandered off the trail about mile 304, 305. And I walked for like 20 miles, and then Miss Janet picked me up and took me to Irwin, which is mile 344 and a half. So technically I missed about 40 miles there of white blazes, even though I walked for like 20 and hiked 20. I didn't hike 20 of the Appalachian Trail. I walked like, 20 out in the wilderness of East Tennessee. So I did a video about that experience, and I decided, after talking to some people in my intuition, I would go back to Sam's Gap, which is mile 320, and I would hike north. So I spent the last 2 days doing that. I wanted to see Big Bald and Little Bald, and so technically, from a purist standpoint, I'm missing miles 305 to 320, which is about 15 miles. And for the purists out there, if I make it all the way to Maine, I'll come back and knock out those 15 miles. But from what everybody I talked to, like, there wasn't a whole lot. There wasn't any extravagant, like, there's always something to see, but there wasn't anything that I was really missing. I wanted to see Big Bald and Little Bald, so I went and did that. So I'm back in Irwin, and I go to Miss Janet's yesterday, and talking to a couple of people that I haven't seen before, and one of them's name is Luke, and another one Papa Smurf, and Miss Princess, and I'm as we're sitting there talking for probably a half an hour, maybe even an hour, just talking about the trail and the beauty. You know, Luke and Papa Smurf know each other from the streets, and Luke is like, man, I've been waiting to see this guy from Florida who was living in a tent and just came out here with no experience. And I think his name is Walter. I was living in a tent in Florida, and I came out here with no experience. And he goes, what's your name? And I was like, Howard. Oh, snap, it's you. And appearance has changed so much with the beard and with the hair and in just the last couple of months. And I got to have dinner with them guys and go to Walmart and just share, man, and just laugh and enjoy the experience. And he's like, we were watching your videos before we came out and thought it was so cool, and I was hoping I would meet up with you. And really cool experience. So to top that, or my daughter calls me and we're chatting on the phone last night. And I'm like, and I'm telling her that story. I'm like, man, this guy, Luke, like and she was laughing. She's like, Dad, that's really cool. She goes, but I got to tell you, I didn't think you would make it this long. What? I'm like, all the things I've accomplished. I've been a Marine. I lived in a tent. And she's like, I just didn't think you'd make it this long because you didn't exercise before you came. And so my own kid didn't think I would make it out here. And I totally understand. There's no judgment. It's super, super cool, man. And I 100% believe in my philosophy that you could be happy in any situation, regardless of the circumstances. And I knew I was going to get my butt kicked, and I have totally been getting my butt kicked. But man, I wouldn't change it for the world. And so that brings me to Miss Janet. Had picked me up, and she has a philosophy that she's a trail angel, and she does things for people. And on the trail, people lose gear, misplace gear, leave it behind, trekking poles, or maybe her headlamp, and she'll bring it out to you on the trail if she's available. And her only requirement for payment is that you have to dance for 30 seconds to a song of your choosing. And being that I lost the entire Appalachian Trail, I owed her, and she came and picked me up, I owed her a 30-second dance. So for the last couple of days, I didn't know what song I was going to do. And then I run into some Glitch and Twitch again, are back in town, and I'm staying the night with them at a hotel. And my friends Pathfinder and McTwisty Flop, another married couple, veterans, great people. And so they went to go do some whitewater today, and we all rode to Walmart today to resupply, and they were in the van with me and we were talking about my last concert I've been to, and I'm like, last concert I went to was the Dirty Heads, and Pathfinder and McTwisty Flop said, we're trying to go to the show. They're on tour right now. Like, maybe along this trail we can go. And I thought that was pretty cool. So Miss Janet was insisting on me paying my penance for losing the trail and having to be rescued, I guess. And so I couldn't think of a song. And in that moment, I'm like, why not the Dirty Heads Vacation? Because it's an absolutely perfect song for this experience on the trail. And I got some backup dancers with Pathfinder, McTwisty Flop, Twitch and Glitch, and even 3 other hikers who I didn't really know who were in the van with us, jumped in, and the videos attached, and even picking the song just kind of magically happened because of our conversation. So super cool, man. I hope you guys enjoy it. Every single moment out here on the trail has been a beautiful, magical moment, and I wouldn't change it. So many moments. It'd be impossible to communicate them all to you guys. But back on trail tomorrow, trekking north from Irwin, 125 miles till Damascus or so. And I'm looking forward to every step along the way, man. I appreciate you guys for sticking with me and winging it, man. Even Sheila, like her comment, like on my video, we have a white blaze, which is touching all the white blazes, and along the Appalachian Trail, a purist, a blue blaze who gets off to, see some different sites along the trail, and then there's a yellow blaze, people that skip parts of the trail and hitchhike different sections, and even aqua blazing, people who will canoe or kayak certain portions of the trail. And she called my video of me getting lost on the trail and following my instincts as wing it blazing. So I appreciate all you guys for wing it blazing with me, and I hope you enjoy my ridiculous dance, and a lot of fun. And to my daughter, don't ever doubt me again, kid. I love you. All right, bye.